Hey guys, it is Luke from DLM here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys some alternatives to little wooden boxes like this. So what I have lined up for you is 5 unique house designs which you can build anywhere, but they kind of have the forest aesthetic in mind, even though the background has changed to desert. I think I've got to move to the right here. So we're going to go through them one by one, and yeah, I'm very happy if you guys want to copy these designs. I take no trademark to them. That's all cool, but if you guys would rather just take little ideas from them, that's also cool. I think it's a much better idea to expand your building profile and your building style than to just copy one straight off, and you can add your own desires and unique traits to whatever you build using maybe some little tips and tricks from these builds. Alright guys, here we have the first of the builds, and this build is just a 2-story little lodge. It's only 2 rooms, and it's probably the smallest and the simplest of the builds. Now the hardest thing to get in this build is either the leaf wand, which you should be able to get if you do have any of those trees, or the sawmill. So it's very early game. You just do need the sawmill for this little dude here for the mannequin. It's easy to replace that with something else, so you could say just replace it with, I don't know, anything from a workbench or a thing if you want to make this before you had your very own sawmill. Now what I did is I used quite a bit of block variation, and with every single build I did today you're going to see that there is an underlying layer of stone under the floor. Now I think that makes the building look a lot more grounded, and I do it in almost every single one of my builds, so if you take away nothing else, I think you should try to take that away. What I also really like is using these half slabs on the left and the right as kind of window sills. I thought that was a really cool design technique, and we'll jump along to the second house. Alright guys, here we have house number 2. Now I really like this one because it is probably the most unique of all the houses. Unlike every other house that you normally see built and any of the other houses I built today, you can see that it's actually on stilts and it's kind of surrounded by water, if that kind of helps with the theme. So maybe if you have a very saturated level, maybe this house would look very thematic in it. Now this is also one of my most spacious builds. My normal building style is cram as much stuff in as you can, but you can see there's quite a lot of area in this house. I'll get rid of these guys. There's quite a lot of area in the house where there's actually nothing. So you've got 2 blocks here, block there, 3 blocks here, 2 blocks there, and 2 blocks up there where there's just nothing at all. Now the reason I did this is because the background is actually quite detailed in this one, and it alternates between planked wood walls, stone walls, and wood walls, and there's a bit of glass as well for a majority of the build, and I kind of wanted to showcase that off. This one as well goes up to sawmill items. So they all pretty much go up to that level. Nothing needs anything more than the sawmill. You don't need a heavy workbench. You don't even need gold for any of these. I think, there's maybe 2 candles. So there's 1 candle there. And then we just have a butterfly in a bottle. Now this is also another cool build. I do like this one. In the description, I'm going to have a little photo of each of them with the ruler on. So if you do want to get the block by block placement, that is cool. The other thing I did like about this build is these stilts and how they use little triangles here, which is just 3 blocks hammered to make these little designs here. If you guys want a demo on that, comment about it, and I might make a little GIF / video soon in the future for it. Alright, let's move along to house number 3. So house number 3, some of you may have seen before. This was from my tips to improve your starter house, and I think this is still my favorite. It is the smallest without a doubt. It's only 1 functional room and 1 room up here, which I believe doesn't actually function as a room, as it's missing part of the wall. Yeah, this is not valid housing, but it looks cool, and that's the main reason you guys are here, isn't it? So it uses coins as furniture, which I did, I believe, do on 1 or 2 of these other builds, and it's just a large variety. It also does use a living wood or leaf wand and some background walls, which you have to make at a living loom. That is house number 3. House number 4 is also another really cool one. I'm really happy with how this one turned out, especially with the staircase and kind of buffering it with stone walls where everywhere else is wood. I also really thought this what is this called? This window sill or this window ledge here up at the top look awesome, as I had a staircase there, then a platform, then a staircase facing the other way. This one also has a basement with a trapdoor, so you can kind of lock yourself down here with whichever NPC you please. Then you can jump all the way up to the top and you can see there's another trapdoor in the attic, and there's some cobwebs up there just for some aesthetics. Now this one has, I believe, probably the most functional floor space, so if you are looking for one that's a bit bigger, go for this one. There's also a cool little garbage bin on the outside. I did use iron fences on the outside just for some more details. And that's really all I have to say about this one. Let's jump along to building number 5. Building number 5, the lucky last one. Also very happy with how this one turned out. Now, this one is a bit different. Instead of building straight up and having rooms on top of each other, I use rooms to the left and right, so it's a bit more flatter. I also, as you can see, have a little bridge-esque, not bridge, pathway-esque thing on the left, with a little fireplace here. It might look a lot better if the wood only covered 2 blocks and the stone started there. But oh well, maybe next time. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so as we walk back into the house, we can see that this one has larger windows than the other two. It has pretty ornate window sills with beams on each side. Beams I don't often use because they take up a furniture slot, so if you have a beam there, it means you can't put any furniture near it or under it or like on it. So that's why I don't normally use beams, but I thought in this area it looked really, really cool. This is the 3rd build. It used quite a few half slabs as well. You can see I'm walking on half slabs now. I do like this room, even though you can't place furniture on the ground because of these beams. I really, really enjoy how this room looks. And then coming over here, we can see there are more beams, some rope as kind of guidelines for both the staircase, I guess, or the ladder to the next room, and as makeshift doors instead of using actual doors. Now, it does look different from normal doors, except it means these rooms will not count as separate rooms, as the game doesn't know that the rope is acting as a door. So that is every single one of my starter home builds. Now, if you guys want to see how to build any of these, I will be uploading screenshots of them with the ruler grid in place, so that you can kind of get a better idea of how you would build them. But I really hope you guys enjoyed some of these ideas. If you would like to see a similar video, so let's say you just want to see 5 more of these, or you want to see 5 more of these but in a desert theme, I'll be sure to provide. Just comment in the comments and I'll be happy to stick around and give you guys some more content. Thanks for the recent burst of views and stuff we had for 1.3.4. I hope you guys have been enjoying my content, and I'll be sure to see you all soon. Luke signing out.